Well, I was born in Tennyson Road, and I went to school in Stratford, and I worked in Stratford. Always worked locally. When I was 21, I went for a job in Marshgate Lane, so I had to go down for this interview, walking down Marshgate Lane right to the end, and suddenly I'm near the canal and it all looked very nice. Nice modern factories. I thought, oh well, I'll come down here to work, which I did. And it was a chemical factory. It was called Rousseau Laboratories, where I was looking out of my office window and we could see miles of nothing. It was just empty land out there, way out to Brighton Maze, you know. Until Queen Mary's College built their plot, built their building right opposite, which was their training college for atomic and nuclear. You've still got the old Ford Lock, and hopefully, again, people will come to the area, and they are still coming to the area now. There's lots of walks going about, crowds of people coming, and it will hopefully make more work for the people in Stratford, because Stratford was always a busy working class area, mainly due to the railways and the factories that were around.
I was born in Canning Town and I went to school in Stratford. I remember as a child we often came to Stratford for the main shopping, big shopping at Roberts and Boardman's, or round the corner to the big co-op then. But now, of course, there are shops, but that's a more modern buildings and slightly different things for sale. I'm just wondering about the transport problems, and I do wonder quite how they will be able to cope with all the people who will be here, not only for that 3 weeks or so, but also for hopefully in the future. I'm hoping that there will be a great opportunity for people to use the buildings that are being done now in the future, and that, of course, as you get more and more people, will be perhaps a problem in the future. I sincerely hope that more and more people will utilise the buildings. I was never very much into sports myself, but I think it's wonderful that there will be more chance for everybody, not only the Olympics, but also for the school children and for ordinary people to practice and utilise them in the future.
I was brought up here. I've lived here for about just under 50 years. So I've got some really fond memories of the area. Growing up, it was just like an adventure area where we grew up. It was a little while after the war, but there was still bomb sites. Well, they was called debris back then, and they used to be our adventure playgrounds. So we used to play on these bomb sites. The Olympics is a very positive thing happening to the area. Well, I wouldn't have a job if it didn't come here, but I'm so pleased that it's here on my doorstep. There's a load of positives and there's some negatives as well. You mustn't forget that, because I've seen things changing. A lot of old buildings that I sort of associate with my younger days, they've been knocked down, unfortunately. One particular building that I was really fond of was the old Stratford station, the underground station. It was a tall, sort of, I remember it being tiled all around it, and it used to have an entrance that you used to have to go underground. And whenever there was any rain, it used to flood. There used to be about 2 foot of water, and you used to have to wade through it. But us kids, we used to have great pleasure just splashing about in water. We've got a whole new city growing up next to us, being built in front of our eyes. So we're going to have Stratford City and Stratford sort of cultural area as well. So we're going to have 2 bits of Stratford. So I just think it's going to be a great legacy for the young people growing up in the area now.